your next exhale, we're going to bring the knee into the chest, hovering it there for a second, and then slowly setting it down at the top of the mat between the hands. Setting down that back knee, keeping the toes curled under here. Yeah, so we're just finding length as we let our hips sink down towards the ground. And we're just looking at the top of our mat first. Breathing into any of that tightness or stiffness that you feel. Beautiful. Now we're going to gently heel toe the right foot towards the right side of the mat, bringing both of the arms onto the inside of the right leg. Nice. And then we're just going to gently scooch our knee a little bit further back, working into our psoas here. So it still looks a lot like the pose we were just in. Yes. And then just breathing here. So our psoas, this big muscle on the side of our hips, it affects our lower back often. So we're just opening it up, giving it some love. Breathing into any of the sensations that we're feeling and noticing. Yes, nice. One more breath here. And then we're gently going to slide our hips towards the back of the room, straightening our front leg, keeping the heel on the ground for half splits. Nothing fancy here, just bending over that extended leg out in the front and dropping the head. Breathing into any of the sensations that you're feeling. Not labeling them as good or bad, just noticing. Beautiful. 2 more breaths here. And after that second breath, gently walking the hands forward, bringing that knee to the back, and just coming into tabletop pose. Yeah, nice. Maybe you take a cat-cow here. Maybe you just wiggle your hips a little bit side to side. Nice. We'll curl the toes under, push back to downward facing dog. Spreading through the hands, lifting the hips high. Inhale, bring that left knee into the nose, into the chest, and then gently set it down between the hands here, setting that back knee down, keeping the toes curled under. Finding length as we sink the hips down towards the ground. The crown of the head is towards the front of the room. The neck is nice and long. Yes, very nice. Breathing. Noticing. And then gently begin to heel toe that left foot towards the left side of the mat, bringing the hands onto the inside of the leg. Lift up that back knee, scooch it back a little bit, and then gently drop the head here, getting into that psoas to help our lower back, our IT band. Beautiful. Nothing is softer than water. Nothing is more flexible than water, but nothing can resist water. So embracing that element of water here and not resisting, but being with it. One more breath here. And then gently sinking the hips towards the back of the mat, straightening that front leg. The heels connected to the earth and bending over. Breathing into the back of the leg, the back, wherever you're feeling this. Nice. Very nice. Letting go of anything that's not serving you here. finding some softness in your fingers and your eyelids. 2 more breaths here. And after that second breath, gently walk the hands forward, setting that front foot down. And then we're just going to gently rock back and forth as we step that back leg forward to forward fold. Taking your time, maybe you take a couple tries. And then just folding forward here. Maybe generously bending your knees, letting your thighs come up to meet your ribs. Taking some pressure off the lower back. Nice. Nice. On your next inhale, come all the way up for extended mountain pose. And then just stepping the feet a little bit further than hip width distance apart. We'll grab our left wrist with our right hand. We'll inhale, find length, and exhale, gently find a little side bend here. Taking the gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale, come to center. Grab your opposite wrist. Find that length first. And then exhale, find that little bend. Inhale, come up to center. And exhale, dive the hands forward. Step back to downward facing dog. Nice, yes. Taking what you need between the movements. Making the transition your own. On your next inhale, reach your right leg up, 3-legged dog, toes pointed down. And inhale, bring that leg all the way through, coming up to warrior 2. Taking your time as you transition. Setting up your foundation, both feet are equally planted into the ground. That front shin is nice and vertical. Breathing as you extend out through both fingertips, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Nice. Beautiful. We'll reach the front hand forward and then take it back for reverse warrior. Inhale back to warrior 2. We'll take it forward, then take it back for reverse warrior, keeping that bend in the front knee. One more time. Inhale, take it forward, take it back. And then exhale, bring that right hand down to the top of the thigh. Find your extended side angle. Reaching that left hand towards the front of the room to find length all the way from your edge of your foot to your fingertips. Nice, yes. Breathing here. One more breath. And then gently bring both hands down to the ground. Step your foot back. Find your downward facing dog or vinyasa or child's pose, whatever feels right for you. Nice. Taking 3 breaths here to recenter. Embracing the element of water to transform our body and our mind. Nice. On your next inhale, lift that left foot up, 3-legged dog. And then exhale, bring that foot all the way through, setting up for warrior 2. Pivoting that back foot, stacking the shoulders over the hips. Finding your drishti here, looking over those front fingertips. And then we're going to come into those 3 reverse warriors. So inhale, take that hand forward, and then back. Coming back out to warrior two. Take it forward, take it back. Last one, warrior two, forward, back. Hold for one breath. And then gently bring your hand down to your leg, finding your extended side angle. Nice. Yeah, feeling your core nice and engaged here, not collapsing into that shoulder. Maybe broadening through the chest as you open up the chest towards the ceiling for one more breath. And then gently bring the hands down, make your way to downward facing dog. Nice. On your next inhale, lift that right leg up, three-legged dog. Then gently begin to bring the heel towards the bum as you stack the hips. Looking underneath your armpit or out to the right side of the room. Then straighten your leg, find three-legged dog again. Inhale, pull the knee into the chest as you bring your knee all the way forward, setting up for pigeon pose. Bringing the leg down onto the ground. Yeah, beautiful. So your shin doesn't have to be parallel to the front of your mat. I prefer to have a nice deep V with my leg because my knees are a little. So just find what works for you as your hips are squared to the ground. And then exhale, slowly walk forward. Yes, nice. Breathing here into the sensations of the body. Knowing that we're going to stay here for about a minute and 20 more seconds. Coming back to the breath anytime the mind wanders. Halfway done on the side, reposition if you need to, but find the pose again. Finding some softness in your face. Letting go of the tension in your body, not gripping onto it, but letting it go. Three more nice deep breaths here. And then slowly coming up onto those hands. And then making your way to tabletop pose. Extending that right leg long behind us, keeping the toes on the ground and just rocking back and forth. Opening up through that back foot, bringing a little love into the hip. Nice. And then gently make your way back to downward facing dog when you're ready. Pedaling out the feet or whatever you need. Nice. On your next inhale, lift that left leg up, three-legged dog. And gently stacking the hips, opening up. And then bringing that knee all the way forward, coming into your pigeon. Squaring the hips off towards the mat. Finding that length in the spine first. And then gently walking the hands forward and down. Nice. Yes, setting yourself up for success here. And coming to the breath, just like the practice of yoga, practicing to keep the mind at ease when the body's in a high stress situation. Taking those nice calming breaths, maybe even coming back to Ujjayi breath. And allowing the body to just melt into the earth. Releasing any of the tension that you're feeling. Halfway down on this side, maybe popping up onto the back toes, walking that knee back a little further, maybe staying where you're at. Letting go of whatever's not serving you right here in the four corners of your mat. And then gently begin to make your way out, coming up to all fours again. Then extending that left foot out the toes on the ground and just rocking the heel back and forth a few times. Extending through the leg. Nice. And then we'll gently make our way towards our backs. Beautiful. We'll set the feet on the ground, the knees up towards the ceiling here. Setting up for 2 bridges. So on your next inhale, finding your weight in your feet, lifting the front of the body up, bringing the shoulders underneath the body. Yes, nice. allowing there to be space between the chin and the chest here. Stay or come down. If you went down, reset for one breath, and then make your way back up to bridge. Drawing the knees towards one another for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing the back all the way down to the ground. Finding Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Actively pressing all the toes in towards one another. Nice. Two more nice deep breaths here. After that second breath, gently close the knees like a nice good book. And then hug the knees into the chest. Maybe rock a little bit on your lower back. And then drop the knees over towards the right side, bringing the arms out to T, coming into your supine twist. Taking any variation with your legs, keeping them like they are, finding eagle legs, extending them out, just whatever your body's calling you to do right here. Encouraging both shoulders to try to touch the ground or reach for the ground. Nice. Feeling the nice gentle constriction in the torso. Engaging the belly button towards the spine here. Pull your knees back up to center. Give them a nice little squeeze. And then when you're ready, drop them over to the opposite side. Bringing the arms out to T. Playing with the gaze here. Finding the opposite side of the knees or up towards the ceiling, whatever feels good to your body. Honoring your body and your practice. Still connecting with the breath. Still letting go of tension that isn't serving you. One more nice deep breath here. And then gently bringing the knees into the chest when you're ready. Giving yourself a nice big squeeze, drawing the forehead to the knees, inhaling through the nose, and exhaling out through the mouth. One more time, inhale through the nose, and exhale it out. Slowly release out, taking the arms overhead for one last final body stretch, maybe pointing and flexing the toes. And then gently making your way into your corpse pose for Savasana. Doing whatever you need to do to make yourself comfy, nestling the shoulders under, letting the feet splay out. Nice. And gently letting go.